Welcome, dear friends!
Nonsense.
Bine ați venit la un nou episod din The Witcher. A rămas să ne ducem undeva, unde în pis de aici. Vreau să văd dacă... Da, a rămas cum trebuie. Deci din unghiul ăsta se vede că... Asta e cea mai tare, că în rest... Stătea părul ăla în toate direcții. Nu-mi plăcea cum stătea cu părul desprins. Că l-avea prea scurt. Stai. Ok. Hai să jucăm dură.
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much.
Nu vreau. Măi, trebuie să vorbesc cu tine. Nu vreau să vorbim. Și de ce mi-l dă să vorbim? Dacă nu vrea.
Did you see that?
Va fi de desubt ceva. Dar nu cred. Ei, am bătut. Nu eu. În fine, hai să vedem ce facem. The Close of Mountainous. Astea sunt, cred că, quest-uri principale și de-aia să le facem pe asta. Side quest. Side question. Quest-uri.
Everything in order?
Everything in order. Everything in order. Bă, pula mea. Stai mă, pe aici poți să ies? Dacă poți să ies pe aici. Da, mergi. Acum e cu băieții. Ce bune am ieșit. Ce v-am zis? Cacu e acolo.
Shit, you stink.
Au scăput. E Wario. Mai mare o leac. Bă, da, mars, nu? Ce e capcan? Tot eu calc în ea. Bă, mă, coaie. Periculoși ăștia. Să grijă în pula mea. Ce fi asta aici? Ah, gata, am înțeles. Hai eu pentru voi. Să mă duc în direcția asta. Și... Las o leac. Direcția asta. A fost drumul ăsta, cred. Cred. Ei, uite.
Some help, finally. I thought I was done for.
What's wrong?
I'm fine, but my friend remains in that damned hospital.
Ce fraierul ăla
Cedric
care...
told me that 2 people went missing near the burnt mansion.
I'm Rupert Brandhuber. I'm a medic from Edda, and I came here with a friend to look for a very rare species of herbs.
These woods aren't the best place for herb
Ce
picking.
vorbește
So
asta?
we
Eminem,
were
tu ești...
warned, but the temptation was too great. We got as far as the site of the fire. No sign of herbs, but there was something downstairs. Something. What's that? Can you hear it? That's Grindley's dog. Feel that? Something approaches. Help us!
Oh, mă, oh.
Damn it.
E, dracu, îl zăpăcesc pe asta. E bine că te pui tu în cale. Da, eu te băs. Se mișcă bine, bine, bine. E așa, frate meu. Am nevoie de ăștia. Doar asta mă. Gata, l-a pupat. Ce mai și feresc că e dracu. Am găsit câinile. Mi-a mâncat matele, mă. Hai de pula mea. Am înțeles ce e de făcut. Dar stai o leac. Înainte de toate... Enter. Ăla cu transpirații. E să pun la mora asta neapărat. E în fine. Stai că n-am vrut.
Not have done it. Madder than those here they were. Oh, the greed!
Băi, a lasă totul foc. Hai să vedem ce e aici. Era bine. Pula, nu e nimic aici. Mamă, dar mă rupe, coi. E doar unde vrea el. Mă duc acolo, mă duc. Ok, am înțeles. Albidat. Am văzut ceva pe acolo, ca se mișcă. Da.
Take that.
De ce nu-i lovește, mă, drag? Pula mea, ce se dă cu capul de pereți cu aia. Cu aia se dă cu capul de pereți, ești nebun. Stai, mă, că mai avea niște de-alea, mă, să pun. Poison. Dacă înainte decât ăsta cât de cu capul pereții. Și astea tot fantome sunt.
They needn't have done it. Those here were innocents. And I...
Să mă cap pe mine tot, că dacă e ceva,
I'm not about to play with fire.
4, 12, fever.
zici bine.
Dilated pupils. Has there been any stool?
Mă apropii de ăștia, dispar.
Seven. Involuntary cramps of the facial muscles. It's St. Vitus syndrome. He's dripping. He's dangerous. Lock him up. It's creeping towards me.
Da, frate.
It's creeping towards me.
Să vedem unde te mai duce acum.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Așa.
I'm in pain. I beg you, help. Give me some medicine.
Ce să...
I deserve to suffer.
Vocile astea sunt de la ăștia.
I'm in pain. I beg you, help. Give me some medicine. Don't come any closer.
Ia gurița. Nu mă supărați.
I'm in pain. I beg you, help. Give me some medicine.
The floor. It's moving. It's creeping towards me.
Pula mea cu semnele astea.
Whatever happened here made quite an impression, even on those who were mad.
Blood. Blood. Where's it all from? Must clean it. To the bone. To the stone. Is it mine? No matter. Clean it.
Mea. Ce e aici? Pentagrame, diagrame. No way!
Leave me be! Away with you!
Control yourself.
It's not my fault. It wasn't me, not me.
What's not your fault?
Ia să vedem.
Fire. Fire everywhere. It wasn't meant to happen. I didn't want that, I swear.
Won't get much out of you until I calm you down. Maybe the fire didn't consume everything. Maybe I can find some medicine.
Go away.
Leave me alone! No!
Nu cred că o să fie așa ușor. E exact ce ziceam.
Shit, you stink.
Mare bucată ce mi-ai dat. Ia vino. Hai mă, vino cu aici. Cucubau. Oh, încă unul. În pula mea, sclav. Mă rupe să dăm acolo. Mă rupe pe picior. Chiar e o idee bună să... Alt. Alt. This is weird. This is weird.
Go away! What's going on? Where am I?
Easy.
La cimitir.
Rupert asked me to find you.
Rupert lives.
Listen, you and your friend. I don't get it yet, but you aren't telling the truth. That's painfully apparent. This place seems to have a very dark past, one you had a hand in. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Great. So now you can tell me the story and don't skip a thing.
Story.
Da, da,
There's
da.
always a story, Gridley.
We're former soldiers, fought for Eden during one of the wars with Nilfgaard, times long past. I was Rupert's adjutant in the field hospital that our unit set up in this manor house. We didn't at all mind who lived here. In fact, the inmates were friendly. At the outset, that is. One day our scouts captured a Nilfgaardian. He was desperate to win his freedom and claimed he was part of a detachment that had concealed the booty looted in Eden. We couldn't believe our fortune. Thought the gods had smiled upon us. We'd heard incredible tales of this treasure, questioned any black one we'd captured. It seemed all our efforts would finally be rewarded. We decided to make him talk.
By torturing him?
Our commander wanted to break him on the wheel, but Rupert said he knew a better way. There's a local herb. If you brew and drink it, you can only tell the truth.
Așa.
The commander interrogated the prisoner, drawing a map in the process. And we celebrated. Talked of how we would divide the treasure. And took ever greater liberties with the patients. The priest looking after them began to protest, and one of our boys split his head open.
Deci n-a fost vina
Nice,
lui.
Gridley. Keep talking and I just might let you go alive and intact. What happened next?
Once the prisoner revealed where the treasure was hidden, the commander had him quartered in front of the lunatics. They'd shown signs of madness before. But when they smelled blood, well, we could not control them. Many we simply had to cut down. I don't even know how the fire broke out.
Any of the patients survive?
A young woman we managed to pull from the burning building. She was nice, quiet, and willing. 2 nights later, she slit our commander's throat, and that was all we saw of her, and of the map, of course. The war was ongoing, and shifting fronts forced us to abandon our search for her soon after.
And here you are, back after many years. Really think you can still find her around here?
Life's not treated me well since then, and Rupert's had it even worse. This is our chance to reverse our fortunes. Fate smiled upon us once. Perhaps by some strange chance it still holds us in favor.
I wouldn't count on that. I think we're dealing with one heavy curse here. And it looks like we need to start by finding that Nilfgaardian's corpse.
Go away!
Pecu.
Go away!
Sunt aproape de Vasilă.
Lee! Leave me be! Away with
Go
you!
away!
Am mai fost aici. Pe aici am venit, mă?
The floor. Towards me.
E pe aici. Am înțeles. Lumina zilei.
A wolf leading wolves.
What do you want, Spectre? Their deaths?
2 of 20 return where none remain. Yet one shall judge them. If he is merciful, he will feed them to the dead. If he is cruel, he will grant them what they came for.
A prophecy. I should have expected as much.
Bring me their hearts, so I may feast on their cowardice. Bring me their eyes, so I may spit in them before they are forever extinguished.
Is that your offer? Fine. I'll lift this curse one way or another.
Până la urmă trebuie să-i omor.
They deserve to suffer.
Sper că nu mai sunt așa multe.
It's creeping towards me.
And
I met the Nilfgaardian's ghost. Let's find your comrade.
Ia să vedem. Ce mă zic prietenii noștri aici.
Gridley, you live. What happened down there?
I found the ghost of the Emperor's soldier.
You're the Witcher. Get rid of it.
Trebuia să salvez înainte, că nu știu ce se întâmplă.
The ghost wants revenge. It brought you here to the scene of the crime. It'll lift the curse in return for you.
By the gods, you'll not help him, will you?
The ghost wants your hearts and your eyes.
Gods, you must trick him. Surely you know a way.
I could pull the hearts out of some neckers. Thing is, I'm wondering if it's worth it.
Witcher, I beg you, do what you must. Go see the butcher for some pig's eyes and hearts, anything. You'll not send us to a cruel death.
Pig hearts? I suppose there'd be some poetic justice in that.
and
Din câte am înțeles eu, că nu ar fi vina lor. Mă duc pe lângă el. Ne-a scurtat drumul.
You return.
With hearts and eyes. And now you'll swear an oath. Once I give you what I've brought, you'll release your hold on this place.
Not so fast, Witcher.
I want a pact. I want you to swear on this curse. Then keep your
Poate știi
word,
că
or
nu
your
este.
lust for revenge will go unsatisfied forever.
I'll trust you. Let shadows withdraw into darkness. Let madness be soothed. Let what has died be buried. Now, give me what you've brought. Fool, who knows not that the dead cannot be deceived. You sought to rob me of my revenge. Dog, you shall share the fate of those thieves.
Die.
Repede. Nu a fost cine știe. Asta că era ceva acolo, stai. Bă. Get down, 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 down. Deci sunt thieves. Aha. Ați văzut? Era să pierd șansa asta. Deci dacă sunt hoți, nu prea a fost vina lor, dar sunt hoți, da? Așa că ne ducem să-i predăm pe domnii hoți. la câine aici.
I destroyed the Nilfgaardian soldier's ghost.
Thank you, Witcher.
I've lifted the curse, but the perpetrators must be punished.
What are you going to do?
I'll take you to Laredo. Let him pass judgment.
No, not him. Just not him. We'll not go anywhere.
Shut up.
Halt! Who you got there?
Murderers. Laredo needs to judge them.
Get out of here. Look at him acting like a constable.
Ia bilog.
Guests? How nice. Bring him to me. We shall talk about the good old days.
Cine pula mea erai? În fine. Aurelian, de ce să-i masa? Ăla. Deci...
I tell him I'm taking your pouch. Or your pouch.
Acum sper că au fost și ei torturați, cum l-a torturat și eu pe ăla. Să vedem ce facem acum. The evening. Oare mai trebuie să vorbesc ceva cu ăștia?
Watch it, Witcher.
Da.
Hey, handsome.
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much.
Ei, dracului, morți.
Won't even wag my tongue.
Da, da, ce să...
Something's...
Și ăsta?
Let's hear it.
Ăsta, bă.
What does a bloody witcher actually eat? Mushrooms? Spuds? Why spuds? Cause he's a human.
E și asta fac acum, dar... Hai să mai edităm până în... A, e deja... O bulă cu mine. Acu, e acu.
Damn, that was close. Innkeep! Vodka!
Triss Marigold! Lice eat me, but you are a treat to behold. Just a little pale.
Magic takes its toll, but I'll be all right. Good to see you and your beard again.
Can somebody tell me what happened? You set off a month ago for Zoltan's wedding.
That got fucked. There will be no wedding.
Did you hear about Foltest?
Rumors travel faster than the wind.
Winds and rumors. I want to know the truth.
Și o să facă și eu.
Foltest
Pare cu un Geralt.
And the dragon, was there really one there? And who rules Temeria now?
Dandelion, calm down. You'll choke on your liquor. No wedding, Zoltan?
The Breckenrigs broke off the engagement because some limp prick put it about that I joined the uprising in Vizima. My would-be popper-law refused to let a rebel firebrand join the family. Innkeep, where's our drink?
It was like this. We got to Mahakam a week after the Grand Master died. Bought Zoltan an absolutely grand doublet, a pair of Garibaldi Krakau's, and as a gift for Eudora,
We were broke as a joke by the time Dandelion threw me a bachelor party at an establishment called the Tight Lane.
Next day, we went over to the Breckenrigs. They welcomed us in, sat us down, and proceeded to discuss the superiority of Mahakaman mining know-how over any other. Just when I thought I'd learned more than I ever wanted to know about mining, they served the soup. You'll never believe this, Geralt, but they served duck blood soup.
Eat, Breckenrick says, then proceeded to slop 2 full bowls of the shite. Old goat.
Laredo said you're working with the Scoia'tael, Zoltan.
I have done many things in my life, Geralt, but I have never stooped to banditry.
The Scoia'tael don't consider themselves bandits.
But I am no Scoia'tael.
Since when have you worked for Roach?
Hey, nobody said a word when you went out to save Temeria from the Grand Master and his mutants.
Relax, Dandelion. I was just asking. Do what you want. You're an adult, kind of.
That wasn't very supportive.
Laugh away. At least I decided to do something constructive.
You used to spy for Redania. Now you're spying for Temeria. Some might call you a traitor.
Ever tried to live off of poetry alone? The truth is, I'm a
Eu vou ver
citizen
quando é
of
o
the
de...
world.
É,
As
juro.
long as I
É,
don't
juro.
serve Emperor Emir, I'm not doing any harm.
Leave him be, Geralt. He'll play the spy a bit, get bored, and drop it.
Triss, you're the expert on Temeria. Tell us who's in charge now.
It's chaotic and getting worse. The old families are fighting for supremacy, no holds barred.
Baron Kimbolt and Count Marivel, I bet.
Among others. After the assassination,
Among Us.
while Geralt was in the dungeon, the lords convened in a field near Lavalette Castle to choose a new ruler. 3 days they debated, and it looked more like a bazaar than a meeting of nobles.
Humans.
In spite of several duels and 2 poisonings, no king was chosen.
Did they ultimately resolve anything?
No, it ended as usual. Sadly, John...
Ah, the victor at Brenna, and Foltest's most tried and true field commander.
During the deliberations, he was several days' march from Lavalette lands.
He could find that ruling is to his liking.
Natalis is a soldier at heart. He's not suited to rule, and I don't believe he even wants to.
He's got the army behind him.
Which is why he can guarantee peace. Well, a tenuous one, sure, but that's always better than civil war.
Where were the mages?
Aye. Where were the grey eminences of this world when they were truly needed?
They weren't invited. Neither was I. But if not for their intervention, or rather that of a few influential sorceresses...
I was invited to sing at his court once. Afterwards, he refused to pay me, and the food was awful. Nope.
I think I've heard enough about politics. The dragon, well, the dragon appeared, and that's all I know.
But where did the Lavalettes get a dragon? We heard it fought on their side, huge as a barn, they say.
If you hadn't driven it off, Foltest might not have taken the castle.
Maybe. We'll never know for sure. Foltest's killer lay in wait in the tower, where the Lavalettes had hidden the royal bastards.
Wait a minute, what were you doing there?
I was protecting the king. After the first attempt, Foltest began treating me as his lucky charm. He ordered me to be at his side during the battle. The killer disguised himself as a monk, a blind one at that. He let Foltest greet his children, waited until I had walked off.
How did he flee?
Jumped out a window into the river below. Yorvith Skoyatel were waiting in a boat.
And you're chasing him because he murdered the king?
I was accused of the murder. I need to clear my name. Besides, I looked him in the eye before he escaped. He's a witcher. Then some brave Temerian soldiers showed up, piled on me, and knocked me out.
Save yourselves, good folk! The beast attacks!
Cine?
We better get out there. Someone's casting spells.
Iară, mă. Bă, dacă lasă și pe ăsta să se odihnească. E bine că nu se aude. La o părție că vine boss. Ce enervant e că nu se aude. Sau magiile. Doar ăștia când merg.
What sort of sorceress are you? A lot of good you did. Can't you hear me? Why didn't you help him?
He's alive, isn't he?
The beast nearly pulled him in the water while you stood staring like a calf at a shit-covered clover.
Watch your words.
Where's this beast?
Ask her.
Geralt.
Ah, I guess we knew each other.
Oh, look here. Birds of a feather.
Let's say I've heard of you.
Master Witcher,
Hai
this is
tras, mă, pula
foolish.
mea.
The beast near pulled Sozek into the depths, and you're simply...
All right. What happened?
I came to Flotsam to kill the Kairan,
Kairan?
the monster that has effectively blocked the port. A moment ago, I had the good fortune to see it in all its splendor.
Good fortune? You hear that, Sozek? That was some good fortune for you.
Why's the beast in the port all of a sudden, eh? Summoned by the witch, perchance?
To see it in all its splendor.
Sozek doesn't look too good. Lay him inside somewhere.
Right, we've dawdled enough already. Come on, lads, let's go.
What's this? I was ready for a rumble there.
Shut it, and come on.
Rumble.
I
But
apologize
just
for
on my rumble.
interrupting, but I am Louis Merce, and I am chief person in charge of all matters related to monster hunting in Flotsam. It is in this capacity that I must inquire if you're willing to attempt to resolve the problem of our so-called Kairan, the beast that now blocks all trade traffic on the river.
So, Witcher, are we willing?
I usually work alone.
I was here first, and I'll not relinquish this
É
contract.
tempo lá.
My way or the highway, as the locals put it.
Fine. Your way it is.
You must contact the merchants on the waterfront as regards any rewards. Madame de Tanseville has, I believe, already conducted some preliminary negotiations.
That I have.
In that case, don't let me keep you.
Păi du-te. Stai 15 ore să te mai gândești.
Triss, how long must I wait for you to introduce us?
Sheila de Tanserville, advisor to Queen Zulika of Kovir.
Kovir's a long way north.
True. I had my doubts if the Kairan was worth the journey, but those were dispelled with what it showed today.
Triss Merigold. Sharp as ever.
You're thinking that...
Troll eyes, ghoul venom, virgin's blood, all those disgusting marvels we take from dying species to throw into the cauldron at
Unde
Saturna's.
virgin?
Right, Triss?
Absolutely. Virgins are a dying breed.
Oh my. Your sense of humor seems to be intact too.
Miroase a pula asta de la
But enough of
distanță.
these pleasantries. Tell me, Geralt, you saw the tentacle. What do you make of it all?
The beast must be huge. Maybe inhabited one of the Pontar's tributaries before, hunting animals.
And on the Pontar it found trade barges burgeoning with obese... You're partly correct. Cedric claims the Kairan emerged from the northern swamps approximately 1 month past.
I need to look around, find out a few things.
An investigation. Witchers' rituals, extracting secrets and such.
More or less. I'll talk to the merchants about the reward, pay Cedric a visit and get back to you.
You know the inn's also a whorehouse.
Thanks for the warning.
Ok. Arată tot supărat aici stau.
Ever seen the river monster, the Kairan?
I have, but I'm not the talkative kind.
Ok, nu-i bun.
Speak up.
No problem.
A monster's as big as a barn, with giant tentacles. Snatches men from boat decks and cattle off the shore. It's slimy like a snail, but fast as a thirsty vampire.
Gotcha. Mai au ăștia de zis ceva?
Yes.
Yeah.
How's it living with roaches?
Splendid. I know Shorty's told me about his 6... No,
Glad.
I think...
Who's... and here... I'm having flashbacks, Dandelion.
What have you remembered?
My own death.
I saw that with my own eyes, as I've told you many times. Yennefer gave her life to save yours. I thought you might have remembered what happened afterwards. I mean, how the devil can you be here now? I hear you, I see you, you're breathing. I mean, you're just alive.
Dandelion, I've had a flashback or two. So, Mr. Master Spy, what's new in the world of politics? Bards singing about anything interesting these days?
Eddern's in trouble. Henselt and his great army are nearing the Pontar and will ford it and strike any day.
Wow,
Alt oraș,
we
mă.
haven't had a war in a long time.
Like all little boys, he likes to play with his soldiers. But I don't think Kedwin will have an easy time of it. Edirne's borders are guarded by Saskia the Dragon Slayer.
Who's she? Some mercenary?
A peasant girl and self-proclaimed commander of something called the Edirnian Voluntary Militia.
Dragon Slayer.
Fighting women and bards who play politics. I need information. Anything that could help me track down the Kingslayers.
I only know gossip. Things folk have been saying since Demiven's death.
Let me guess. The suspects also include a Zeracanian alchemist.
Bold theory, that. But the mob comes up with even better ones. You know what? Frankly, the most worrying effect of these assassinations is the chaos they've unleashed in people's minds.
What do you mean?
I mean chaos. People don't know what to think, who's good and who's evil.
Ok.
You gave Vernon a full report on Flotsam. Seen anything unusual around here?
They've got some amazing women at the brothel. You should
Ok.
take a look. One of them.
You know what I mean.
A town like any other. It's got a harbor, an inn, and a stinking muddy river. That's what an ordinary man would say. I saw a robbery sanctioned by law. Town watchmen laughing as they confiscated goods, all the while talking about how they'd finally bring order to the town. I know these things happen everywhere, but here, it's not motivated by hatred or misguided attempts at meting out justice.
I know you. I can see you're dying to ask me. What is it?
All right, fess up. What happened to Foltest?
Want to know the version that is yet to make it to Flotsam? The king died in mysterious circumstances. The Witcher Geralt, his sword covered in blood, was discovered standing over his corpse.
Did you kill him? This'll stay between us, I promise.
The killer escaped before I could get him. I'm being set up.
So what are you gonna do? Run around swinging your sword hoping the killer walks into range?
I don't have to. The killer's in the forest with the
Dar de ce mai dai numărătoare?
I'm here. We'll find each other.
Geralt, please don't do anything stupid. Don't stick your neck out. If Laredo finds out you were involved in Foltest's assassination...
Good to see you, Zoltan. What are you doing so far from home?
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much. You work your fingers to the bone for 6 years, then she breaks off the engagement. And there I was, learning a gavotte. Fuck it. Out of sight, out of mind. I'm a plain merchant, and I've made my peace with that.
Is there a good swordsmith or blacksmith here?
There's a small smithy by the wall. Quite basic. The tools probably remember the conjunction of the spheres, but it'll do for weapon repairs. Just don't do anything that'll make you look like Dandelion at the opening of a new brothel. You could also look in on some merchants. I don't think Laredo's robbed them of everything yet.
How are you killing time in this hellhole?
At present, polishing gems for Sheila de Tanserville.
Jewelry?
Not quite. The sorceress is building a magical contraption. Got so enraged one time she dashed a vase against the wall.
Do you know someone named Cedric?
Know him? We drank each other under the table
Pe
last
cine nu știe,
Saturday.
e toți
Barely
bețivi.
made it home.
Where do I find him?
Most times gazing at the forest from a tower near Lobendon.
Thanks.
Stai așa.
How are those biceps holding up, Zoltan?
Hard as a bull's bollocks. Arm wrestling's a dwarven pastime.
We ought to try it sometime.
I'll arm wrestle you anytime. Now, even.
Show me those bull's bollocks, then.
Balls bollocks. Balls bollocks.
Your hand's like a vice.
It wasn't easy.
If you ever run into my old mates Yarpin or Sheldon, promise me you'll take them on. They'll be surprised.
Ok, ok. Văd că pe aici târfa asta. Dar unde o fi domnul ofițer? Uite-l aici. În sfârșit.
We arrived in Flotsam, we saw the killer, we've pissed everyone off. What next?
If the Kingslayer's in Yorvet's care, we'll have to get them both.
If we go out into that forest to look for elves, all we'll find is our own death.
We'll visit Laredo as invited. He may be a hick heading a bunch of imbeciles.
How can the commander of a Temerian garrison just piss all over the commander of Foltest's special forces?
The Blue Stripes aren't exactly popular among common folk.
Like anyone who does the dirty work.
The worst scum gets posted to dumpy border towns like this.
A little town deep in the forest, terrorized by Scoia'tael.
Flotsam isn't just any old town. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, and Edirn. The largest kingdoms in the north. No,
the Pontar Valley.
Exactly. And here's Flotsam, on the border between Temeria and Edirn, with
at the very edge of the Pontar Valley.
Stuck in the middle like a candle up the arse.
The North's most important trade routes meet here.
They say Henselt of Kedwin has gathered an army and is heading for Vergen. The Pontar Valley will be on fire soon, while naive to say the least, Witcher.
So long, Roach.
Well, I'll be...
You'll be... gay. Și ăsta ce? Mă duc acum după ce vorbesc cu Cedric. Opa.
Where might you be going?
What kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric?
Don't get involved in this.
You did turn pale when we met Sheila.
You must have imagined that.
Never mind. I'll find out for myself.
How?
We're going hunting together, right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
Ai, не fugem. Asta, hai să mergem. Observation Tower. Uite la ciule. Hai fă mai repede, mișcă curul la gras. Easy.
I'm looking to hunt in this area, and I could use some advice.
I'm no witcher. I set traps, snares, try to keep neckers away from Lobinden.
I'm aiming a little higher than neckers.
The old man? Meaning the Karen?
Old man.
Finally, Laredo's splurged. Listen, I'm not one to teach your grandmother to suck eggs. You witchers know your work. But if you pay me, I can prepare a useful trap.
What kind of trap?
Puncturing trap, immobilizing trap, even decoys to pull monsters into an ambush.
I aim to kill the Karen. Heard you might be able to help.
That depends on the sort of aid you seek.
I need information.
We should have killed it years ago. Now I don't know. Previously, it inhabited a swamp along one of the Pontar's tributaries. You should go see the wreck of the boat it recently sank.
Where's this wreck?
Venture south into the forest, then turn east toward the river. You'll find the ruins of a bridge erected long ago by the Enshe.
Thanks, Cedric.
You'll find me by the boat wreck.
Sheesh, Triss. Sure you're not overusing those teleports?
Ce poți face? Dar pe mine nu mă ieși pe mine să mă teleportez. Am e bilingur. Nu-i bai. Oricum aș vrea să mă bag cu ăștia pe aici. Da, să bem o licoare primoară. Acum nu l-am alea cu transpirații ca bodorul. Mă, că deja mă încurc în astea pe aici.
You'll betray no one else, Elvin bitch.
I don't know what you're talking about!
Commander Dorito will explain everything.
What's going on here?
This whore's a Scoia'tael spy.
Any evidence?
What's it to you?
Easy. She loiters around the garrison kicking us. Roderick said he bound her, but I don't believe that.
I did!
That's your evidence?
2 of our lads are missing. Last seen with her.
I only spoke to them. Then they went off towards the caves. That's all I know.
The bitch is lying. She led them into an ambush.
This ought to be easy enough to resolve. Look inside the caves.
But they're crawling with all sorts of filth.
I'll do it, but you'll pay me. Wait for me at the harbor.
Să ajut, să nu ajut. Dau aici un F5. Stai mă, nu ăsta. Ăsta. Trebuie să intru înapoi. Mă duc pe cealaltă parte. Morții de joc. Pisică. Nu moră că mă văd pisică acum.
I tell him I'm taking your pouch. Or your pouch and your life.
What did he say?
He said there's a third option.
We'll wait out here.
Make it quick.
Da, nu înțeleg. Bun. Să mai băgăm și niște de-astea așa. În fine. Ceva să fie. Deja văd mortăciul și toate cele. Mamă, coaie, cât armată aici. Nu s-aud monștri. E, dacă nu veniți voi... Mamă, coaie, 2 bucăți mi-a dat. E bine, cred că a venit tot cave-ul, dracu. Mă ajut de nu a venit tot cave-ul aici. Lasă-mi pula mea cu ei. A venit tot cave-ul aici. N-am mai suge pula mea.
Should be something at the end of this trail.
Deci. Fără deci. Dacă mă duc în partea asta... E același căcat. Mă duc așa. Așa și când vin următorul pe aici.
Come on!
Cred că l-am dat pleacă mai greu pe asta. Mă pune să examinez ceva aici, asta e? Ce anume?
Someone dragged this body here. Așa. Mă duc așa în stânga, după aia să facem tot cave-ul dacă suntem aici. Mi-a dat și mie la viață. Ei, pula m-a micuțat. Cum a murit, crăcănat. Opa. Merge să mai pun o dată. This is awesome then. Mai nevoie haina pe jos.
Da. Când vin o iau pe aici. Ok, deci... Am mai rămas...
Scoia'tael arrows. This is pretty clear.
Hai sus de los. Cât de sus duce asta? N-am voie aici. Deci e cum asta de mare pe jos. Mai și pula se duce aia de viață. Flupa flup. Deci că mergem pe aici. Man. Hai că am ajuns la sfârșit. Sus, gata. Am scăpat. Avem pe asta așa. Avem asta așa. Avem asta așa. Și avem și pe astea. Ce să arunc pe aici? Că trebuie să arunc ceva. Neapărat. Eu și eu pula mea în 4 de-astea când am colectat o grămadă. S-a făcut jocul ăsta de tot. Te sar curvii în el. Și am 3 de-astea, trebuie 15. Sară în 4 de-astea. Bun. Oricum mai pot să nu-i suport, le în pula. Cum era ceva invisibil acolo. Acum.
Find anything in there?
2 soldiers.
What happened to them?
Uite, înainte i-am salvat pe aia, dar vreau să salvez mai înainte să văd ambele decizii unde duc, știi? Să văd dacă am greșit sau nu. Și am salvat acum și suntem de partea lui.
They're dead. Half-eaten, too.
You sure?
Their bodies are shredded like mincemeat.
Any idea what happened?
Seems something lured your patrol to the cave. Unfortunately, the soldiers weren't prepared for what they found and paid for that. Just like you can pay me now.
Sure, sure. You've earned it.
You saved me, Witcher. Humans don't usually side with elves.
I'm not your ordinary human.
That's true. Any chance I could learn just how unusual you are?
What do you have in mind?
You'll see. You'll find me in the forest by the waterfall. Just remember, I won't wait forever.
The forest is dangerous. You can't go alone.
We elves have our paths. Don't worry about me.
Ok. Astea că acolo nu sunt grele. Am 6 kg la astea. Nu știu dacă o să întreb calea vreodată. Hunter Armor. Am făcut-o, deci nu mai trebuie. Suntem 15:30. Hai să ne uităm așa. Deci 15:30. Crawler 30:55. Deci 40. Mai bine le lăsăm, ce pula mea. Mai trebuie, da, trebuie să am 15 ediți. Dar Hunter Armor nu mai trebuie.
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls at a rise.
Can't help with the tolls, but the monster's a possibility.
The sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
Well, we're managing it together now, so as I see it, you should double the reward.
You jest.
You'll double what you offered Lady de Tanzerville, because that's what the contract's worth.
Ia să merge semnul.
So be it.
Ăla e.
I assume you to be professionals and worth every last copper paid to you.
It's a deal. Now tell me what you know about the beast.
You're the Witcher, damn it!
Who could tell me more?
That ploughing elf, Cedric, most probably. He's supposed to know all about monsters. Now leave me be.
Astea nu sunt grele. Să vând două. 20, 30. 30, 55. 30, 50. Bleeding 50. Băi, e bun și ăsta cu freeze. Zece, 40. Generation, generation. Treizeci, 40. 10, 40. 15, 30. Ok. Vinde niște de-astea așa. În fine. Hai să ne ducem la treaba noastră.
I tell him.
Și ăsta?
What did he say?
Mă duc la Lorin după aia. Acum mergem aici.
Then his hand in.
Behave yourself, Witcher.
Mai dăm un save. Și să vedem și ce Mălina în episodul următor. Așa că fiți pe geană. Ciao.